Hello, Ufuoma.
Hi, Miss Ebony.
We are here, finally, here with us.
Here with
Can you
us.
imagine?
Cannot. It's been a journey.
So, why do you think listeners should hear with us? Like
Uh,
us, like me and you, Ufuoma and Eb.
think that our listeners will find something that they can connect with, and true healing can come about that once there's some level of vulnerability and honesty.
Right. Exactly. Vulnerability and honesty. That is so important. I think for me, Heal with Us is so pertinent because of what we just went through as a world. I would say nation, but the whole world just went through a lot. And from some of us, there are physical wounds, emotional wounds, mental wounds. And so I just think it's time to start healing. And I think this conversation that we're going to embark on for a while here will encourage and uplift. That's the goal. That's the goal. Yes, it is. So let's dive in real quick, real quick. Give me your background. People gonna laugh at my background because I don't know how I can help anybody heal, but I'm here talking to you. So you tell us you are a qualifier.
My background is not too much to highlight. Just I am a certified addiction counselor. I am also a certified Prepare and Reach trainer. I have other certification and acquired a couple of certifications in the field of mental health and just truly here to help. Outside of my role in my profession, I am a mom. I have my three musketeers is what I call them. From age range from 9 to 2, so they keep me quite busy. As a wife as well, a friend, a daughter, it's all the different hats. So just here to share a little bit of my experiences from the different roles that I play them day in, day out.
I feel like you left out one really big role. I'll give you the acronym for it. ATC.
Okay. So I hide behind the role of ATC. ATC Land Treatment Centers, of course, the agency that's here to serve our community. I serve as the CEO of this company, but I'm also here to work alongside the clinicians that are here. So oftentimes I may not introduce myself as the CEO, the owner, the director, the whatever, but just because I don't see a hierarchy to the role of serving
To the role of
service, like when you serve.
service. Yep. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that's why it's heal with us. So we're all healing
Yeah,
together.
healing. I'm healing. I'm learning. Looking forward to learning from you. Wealth of knowledge. In all that you do as well. So, what about you? What's your background?
My background is in communications. Um, I've been a I feel like I've been a professional communicator since I was 3, communicating for everybody.
Professional.
Um, yeah, but that's what my background is in mass communication and electronic media. So I like to have conversations via audibly, text, social media. I think conversations are had through even art forms and um, from dancing and singing. And so I would consider myself um, well versed in communication. I can't say I'm an expert, but I'm well versed in communication and communicating. I too am a mom of 4, a wife and daughter, sister, friend, just going through this life. So I am excited about us having conversations. My question for you now is what does heal with us
When
mean?
I think of the work that we do here at Land Treatment Center, it really captures our drive. The idea that as clients are coming in and seeking help, that it's a journey that they're going to be taking on. And we're going to be privileged to sit alongside with them to heal. So, as we're even doing this podcast, I know that as we're going through this journey, because it's a new journey, neither of us have, experienced this life form before. Um, and my hopes is that people can find healing even through that, even through the words, the communication, the experiences, the, just life in general that we'll be sharing. And true healing can come about that once there's some level of vulnerability and honesty.
Right. Exactly. Vulnerability and honesty. That is so important. I think for me, Heal With Us is so pertinent because of what we just went through as
Mhm.
a world. I would say nation, but the whole world just went through a lot. And from some of us, there are physical wounds, emotional wounds, mental wounds. And so I just think it's time to start healing. And I
Yeah,
think this conversation that we're going to embark on for a while here will encourage and uplift. That's the goal.
that's
That's the goal. So why do you think listeners should heal with us? Like us, like me and you, Ufuoma and
I
Eb.
think that our listeners will find something that they can connect with, you know, whether they're moms, whether they're entrepreneurs, whether they're sister friends, whether they're, just the individual just trying to navigate through life and saying, what are they talking about over there? So just listen, see if there's any nugget, one little hope that they can take to, expand on throughout their day, their week, their month. But why not?
Exactly. And I hope that men will listen to us too. Just because it's two chickadees
Yes.
rocking it out. I think there will be some important things for them to hear and to kind of glean on and take with them those nuggets that you were talking about. So hopefully it'll be plenty of people healing
Hmm.
left and right. Everybody getting healed mentally. That'd
You
be
get a
awesome.
healing. You get a healing. You get a healing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, girl. So what does mental health mean to you?
Mental health, for me, is the strive to achieve wellness. So my mental health is not going to just include, um, just me going to see a therapist. Is also, what I do for self care is also going to include, the quality times I spend with my faith. All of that. When I look at a full picture of my wellness model, like looking at my mental health, has to come to a place where there's some balance in it. There are going to be days where it peaks, there are going to be days where it goes low, but um, striving and seeking for a balanced and stable mental health is very important. And oftentimes in our community, we tend to ignore that. Like we look at our physical health, we look at, our financial health, we look at all the different aspects, but we forget this part. One analogy I always like to share is, the idea that if you buy a brand new car and drive it off the lot, there's still going to be things that you have to do to it to maintain it. And so taking time to
Mm,
your mental health, it's just like that brand new car that you're driving, like nothing is wrong, perfect as day. But
mhm,
the moment that you don't take the time to do some preventative, like oil change, you know, car wash, like the little things, checking the tire, make sure the pressures are right, that kind of
mm.
help you have a longer lifespan of that vehicle. So how much more are we not going to take time to check in on our mental health to see how that's going to take us and have a longer lifespan?
Come on,
It's important.
girl. I ain't never heard the car analogy. I like that though. That's awesome. That's right. That is so true because man, so I I'm that type of person where I thought, I got it together mentally. I'm pretty even keel. I don't get riled up. And
Mhm.
to me, that meant that I'm good,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I'm great because my mental is good. I ain't blowing up on nobody, so I'm good. And as life progressed, and then we were put in this pressure cooker as a society, as a world, to
Yes.
really sit with the things that we've brushed to the side or put under a rug or swept outside. We had to sit with those things and contemplate on them. I had some blow up moments with friends, with family, and it was because things that, I had to deal with on my own and with them and in relationships came to rear its ugly head. And so, like you said, I might have been great, 3 years ago. I could have been that brand new car, but I was not in any form putting even gas in the car. Okay. Revitalizing my energy was
Right.
not happening. And so, no, I didn't have a mental health breakdown, but I did have moments where I had to face my mental health or the lack thereof,
Mhm.
and really decide what it is that I wanted to do.
Which was it?
Yeah, what do I want to do? Do I want to keep going this way, or do I want to go a different way? And I think it's so important right now. The reason why it's so important right now is because we have an opportunity, because people are talking about it, because, like I said, we were all put in a pressure cooker for a little while, and everyone was like, whoa, we didn't know that was there. A lot of people had those moments, these epiphany moments, and I think it's great to capitalize on that and really offer some insight from a professional standpoint, and from homegirls talking, having
Right.
conversations. So it's, as a professional, who do you think is suffering the most right now when it relates to mental health? Who's suffering? Is it a generational divide? Is it genders? Do you think women are suffering more than men? Is there no one suffering more than the other than another group? Or
On the surface level, I would say it's pretty balanced. Like, there's from my perspective, that I'm sharing from. But I would say there has been a shift of recent. I've seen a lot more men suffering with their mental illness. Just
mm,
recent, I think there was an artist that from Love and Hip Hop that came out, right, sharing to his mom that he was traumatized from all the childhood experiences where he was
mm,
living, how, yes, she provided for him in one way or another, but the impact that it had on him in all these years he's been dealing with
mm.
and never having anyone to share that, because it
Nobody
feels
to
like
unload.
everybody around him didn't provide that space for him to unpack. So I think men are, and then they've been told by society, be a man up, don't cry, don't be vulnerable, don't express your
Mm,
feelings. So I think men are really suffering most. Like women, we have spaces like this, right? We have our friends, sister circle, do the catch up, I think women have more outlets to check in, to be on top of that, even if they're not seeking any traditional counseling. But with men, we have to normalize the idea that they can be. It's okay to be not okay, and it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say I'm going through it a lot right now, and
mm.
I need some help. So I would say men, from the shift that's happening right now.
Right now. Wow. Wow. So we need our men listeners to like tune in, tune in, because we need you just
Yeah.
as much as we need mothers and wives and sisters and daughters. We need our brothers, our husbands, our fathers. We to hear. It's something that, what I think it's always in the back of our minds. But I know for me, I just feel like I'm busy all the time. So I don't even take the time to think, is my dad okay? Is my husband, I'm probably more closer to, so we do kind of check in, but is my dad okay? Is my son okay? And then keep right there. And hopefully we can reach them, and hopefully they can heal with us too.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
encourage them to find that circle, find that support, that they need this. But us serving as that for the time being.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, awesome. So I think every podcast we should offer 5 fast tips for our listeners. And so this topic, we want to give 5 fast tips on why you should either seek mental health or find some type of outlet.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's the right way to ask it. I'm not the clinician here,
Me
but
neither.
5 5 tips on why people should maintain mental health. Is that the better question?
Okay, so five tip to so since we use the vehicle analogy, five
Mm-hmm.
tip to maintain your new ride.
Nice. Okay. And the new ride is mental health.
Mental health, a new approach of life, new perspective, it could be any numbers of things.
Okay, so let's shoot them. 5 tips. I'll go first. Since I'm the communicator, I think people should talk. Talk. Open your mouth and talk.
Okay.
What you got?
I would say self-reflection. I think it's important to pause, look in the mirror, and reflect on what's really.
That's good.
Goes along with the talking, though.
Yeah. Talking to yourself. I guess I was saying talk outwardly. You say reflect inwardly. I think another one is, I would offer is, if it's not okay, it's okay. So you don't have to beat yourself up about not feeling okay. It's okay if you're not okay.
It's okay to not be okay.
And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna leave you the last.
We talked about speaking outwardly to others, self-reflecting on areas in life, being honest with self and saying that it's okay to not be okay. And use your resources. I was just sharing with a friend recently. You're struggling with this, you got resources, use it, tap into that. Use your resources in any capacity. Even if you know somebody, they know somebody, like, hey, I've been really thinking about getting my mental health care. How did they go for you? Or where can I start? Use your resources, ask for help. And lastly, I would say
ask for help.
Yeah, why not? Ask for help, use your resources, and actually put some action behind it.
Yeah. Ask for help. Okay. I like it. So the first one is communicate, talk. Second one is to self-reflect, talk to yourself. Third one is it's okay to not be okay. Fourth one is use your resources. And fifth one is ask for help. So hopefully you'll come back, because we have a great topic next week.
Right. And is there any way we can have our listeners send any suggestion if there's something that they want to hear about?
Please, they can email
healwithus@atlantratreatmentcenter.org.
Yes, healwithus@atlantratreatmentcenter.org.